has seen some major advancements in humanoid robotics, from lifelike facial expressions and billion-dollar factory ambitions to synthetic muscles, combat-style humanoids, and robots ready for your home. Humanoid robots are moving out of controlled demonstrations and into environments where performance, safety, and trust are tested every day. Here are the 7 biggest humanoid robotic stories from the last year. In October, company 1X announced that its housekeeping robot, Neo, would be available for pre-order and ready for deployment in people's homes in 2026. An impressive video release showed the robot performing a range of household tasks like loading the dishwasher, vacuuming, answering the door, and other household tasks. However, this impressive first look quickly turned into controversy when it transpired that for most of this demo, the robot was being remote piloted by humans, and that the initial rollout of the product would also feature remote operation to train the robots. This sparked major privacy concerns as it creates a disconnect with the people we are inviting into our homes and what their intentions might be. If our comments are anything to go by, people instantly seem to gravitate towards the idea that they may be attacked in their sleep, or the robot would walk out the front door with their fine jewelry and drive off in their Audi. We'll just have to wait till next year to find out how this pans out. China's Aheadform pushes lifelike facial expressions. China-based company Aheadform revealed a humanoid robot head named Elf V1, capable of producing strikingly lifelike facial expressions. The system uses finely controlled actuators beneath a synthetic surface to reproduce subtle human movements like eye tracking, micro-expressions, and coordinated facial muscle motion. Unlike earlier robotic faces that relied on pre-programmed expressions, Aheadform's approach integrates AI-based learning to dynamically coordinate movements in response to stimuli. The result is facial motion that feels less scripted and more organic. This kind of realism matters because facial cues play a critical role in human communication. In customer service, healthcare, and home assistance, the ability to convey attention, emotion, and intent can significantly affect how people respond to a robot. At the same time, the technology raises familiar concerns around the uncanny valley. As humanoid faces grow more realistic, the line between comforting and unsettling becomes increasingly thin, and how designers manage that balance will shape public acceptance. One of the clearest signs that humanoid robots are entering real deployment came from UB Tech, which secured a 264 million yuan contract, approximately $37 million to deploy humanoid robots in China's border crossing facilities into Vietnam. The deal centers around UB Tech's Walker S-Series humanoids, which will assist with tasks like guiding travelers, managing foot traffic, and supporting logistics operations. These are structured, repetitive roles, exactly the type of work where humanoids can demonstrate reliability at scale. What makes this announcement significant is not just the dollar amount, but the environment. Border crossings are high visibility, high accountability spaces. Any system operating there must meet strict standards for safety, uptime, and predictability. This deployment represents a shift from pilot programs to operational responsibility. It also intensifies questions around data handling, decision-making authority, and how humanoid systems are monitored when interacting directly with the public. Protoclone's ghost-like humanoid flexes synthetic muscles. Clone Robotics released a video showcasing advancements in its Protoclone robot. This musculoskeletal android uses myofiber artificial muscles from movement, rather than the actuators and motors many other companies are opting for. While the current version operates using pneumatic systems, future models will adopt hydraulics for enhanced performance. Distinct from other humanoid robots, Protoclone replicates human skeletal, muscular, vascular, and nervous systems using synthetic components. The goal is to achieve smoother motion, natural compliance, and safer physical interaction. While the design raises engineering questions around durability, efficiency, and control complexity, it highlights a growing divide in humanoid development strategies. Industrial-grade electromechanical systems versus biologically inspired architectures. Humanoid robot plays table tennis with humans. Researchers at the University of California, Berkeley demonstrated a humanoid robot capable of playing table tennis against human opponents in real time. The system, known as Hitter, combines perception, prediction, and whole body control to track the ball and respond within fractions of a second. Table tennis is deceptively challenging for robots. The ball moves fast, changes direction rapidly, and requires precise timing and body positioning. To succeed, the humanoid must estimate trajectories, select appropriate shots, and execute coordinated arm and leg movements, all without pauses. The significance of this demo goes beyond sports. The same capabilities required for ping pong, rapid perception, dynamic balance, and adaptive planning are foundational for real-world humanoid tasks like warehouse sorting, tool use, and safe human-robot collaboration. This kind of research shows how academic labs continue to push the boundaries of control and learning, feeding innovations that later appear in commercial systems. Figure's humanoids retire after 11 months at BMW. Robotics company Figure announced the retirement of its Figure 02 humanoid robots after an 11-month pilot tied to BMW manufacturing operations. Over that period, the robots reportedly logged more than 1,250 hours of runtime, contributed to processes linked with over 30,000 BMW X3 vehicles, and walked the equivalent of more than 200 miles. The robots emerged scratched, worn, and visibly affected by the realities of factory work. The robotics firm was also transparent about hardware challenges during the deployment. The forearm emerged as the main failure point due to the complexity of packing 3 degrees of freedom, thermal management, and cabling into a human-sized limb. Constant motion stressed the microcontrollers and wiring, a problem rarely highlighted in the humanoid sector. The F.02 retirement marks a transition from pilot testing to larger-scale production. The company said, "Figure 02 taught us early lessons on what it takes to ship." These issues have now been addressed and implemented into their latest model, the Figure 03. The retirement of the Figure 02 now clears the way for the new model, which the company claims is ready for scaled deployment. China unveils the T800 combat-style humanoid. Chinese robotics company Engine AI revealed their T800 humanoid in December. Questionably sharing its model number with the robotic skeletal Terminators on a mission to wipe out humanity, the T800 has been designed initially for combat, with plans for a robot fighting tournament. Demonstrations show the robot executing rapid kicks, spins, and balance recovery maneuvers. Standing 5.6 feet tall, 173 centimeters, and weighing 165 pounds, 75 kilograms, the T800 is equipped with high-torque joints and a multi-sensor perception system designed to handle aggressive motion. The emphasis is on agility, power, and stability under extreme dynamics. According to the company, these bouts will serve as a proving ground for strength, endurance, and agility before the technology transitions to industrial or service environments. Let's just hope the T800 doesn't revert back to its original programming and roundhouse kick the foreman into a bucket of molten steel. All in all, these stories reveal an industry entering a new phase. Humanoid robots are becoming more expressive, more physical, and more operational, but also more exposed to scrutiny. As deployment expands, success will depend less on spectacle and more on reliability, transparency, and the ability to learn from failure. The next breakthroughs won't just be about what humanoids can do, but how long they can do it and who is willing to trust them.